One pilot surprisingly is asking the other pilot, did you cut off the fuel? The aircraft is fully loaded with full passengers with 100 plus tons of fuel, and it has an immediate engine failure on takeoff. If the switches were not in the on position, the aircraft would not have been able to start, taxi, line up and take off.
अहमदाबाद में एयर इंडिया के AI-171 प्लेन क्रैश हादसे से जुड़ी AAIB की जांच रिपोर्ट आने के बाद एविएशन एक्सपर्ट और पूर्व एयर मार्शल संजीव कपूर ने इस हादसे और एयर इंडिया प्लेन क्रैश की जांच रिपोर्ट में बताई गई बातों पर कई चौंकाने वाले खुलासे किए हैं।
The preliminary report which has come last night leaves many doubts in my opinion. Why did the engines fail? The pilot has given a mayday call. So mayday call is given by the pilot when there is a grave emergency in the aeroplane. It is collaborated with operation of RAT. All of us have seen that one RAT has deployed, that is the ram air turbine. So it indicates that the complete electricals and complete engines have failed. Now the issue comes of fuel cutoff lever. In my appreciation, when I saw the 787 manual, it says when both the engines have been cut off, these levers have to be moved mechanically for it to restart. So the pilots are taking off. In my appreciation, the engines have failed, and they, in this short period after giving the mayday call, they have tried to relight the engine.
So one more thing, as you have said, there is a voice recording coming and land, and both pilots were talking with each other saying, did you cut off the fuels?
So this reinforces what you are saying, that they were not aware at all. So one pilot surprisingly is asking the other pilot, did you cut off the fuel? So it means the fuel supply to the engines have just cut off because of some technical malfunction, in my opinion. And there have been a report in 2018 by the FAA which says that this malfunction can take place, and in 2019 the Japanese airline, Nippon Airlines, aircraft 787 on landing in Jan 2019 had both engine failures on same 787. But fortunately it happened at landing. So when the aircraft landed, the engines got cut off and the aircraft rolled and stopped and it was towed back. But a lot of advisories have been issued by the Boeing agencies and GE, which is manufacturing the engine. It is for the operators and the regulators to ensure those things are.
So you are the veteran of Indian Air Force, former Air Marshal. How you see why this happened? Is this a kind of manufacturing defect, technical defect, or why all of this happened suddenly? Because when the plane takeoffs, both engines were running, fuel supply was okay, everything is okay, and suddenly the fuel supply cut off and engine failure happens. Why would you see?
This is happened for the first time on 787 aeroplane. There has been a lot of reports of lot of maintenance mispractices in Boeing. A lot of reports and whistleblowers have. I am not in any way linking those to this incident, but this aircraft has come from Delhi. It has landed. It has refueled, and it is now going from Ahmedabad to London. The aircraft is fully loaded with full passengers with 100 plus tons of fuel, and it has an immediate engine failure on takeoff. If the switches were not in the on position, the aircraft would not have been able to start, taxi, line up and take off. So we am ruling out in any way, in my appreciation, that the switches were in off position at any stage before flight. So it means the switches are on, otherwise the aircraft wouldn't have been able to take off. Now immediately after takeoff, something has happened which I am not sure what, but engines have lost power, and that is what is the report. 20 days ago the complete data was downloaded. There is a camera inside a 787 cockpit whose information is also stored in the FDR, which the investigators may have, which can collaborate what happened exactly. So that once and final the report comes. But in my opinion, the GE, the Boeing company, the Air India maintenance and Air India management should take into cognizance all the advisories that have been sent before we start continuing with this operation.